this author who wrote a book in the year 1918, and he said that it's called Paul Young, and he said that the future of civilization lies with the women. Our responsibility as a school is we want to empower them at a level that is quite critical. And probably one of the things that we have ensured that we do is we allow them to speak their minds, think outside the box.
As the Ghanaians say, educate a man and you educate an individual. Educate a woman and you educate a society. Kisumu Girls is at the pinnacle of shaping the next generation of women, having shaped leaders and heroines, among them the Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga.
My name is Margaret Kisumu, the current principal at Kisumu Girls High School. I wish to mention I've been at Kisumu Girls from 2018 after my transfer from Lugulu Girls in Bungoma County. So our life at Kisumu Girls has been fine since 2018, with a few challenges here and there. But we want to appreciate the fact that we have moved on. And today we can talk about Kisumu Girls as a school that is headed for big things. We have been with so much in terms of organizing our students with an aim of leading them to achieving their goals. I would say working with girls in matters academics is not so easy. But we want to appreciate the fact that our students are committed, they are well disciplined, and they have a good focus on their studies. We wouldn't talk about 100% of the students being in that form, but when you can achieve up to 80%, we say that is ideal. So at Kisumu Girls, we work through a lot of teamwork between the students, the teachers, the support staff, and other stakeholders. Of course, not forgetting the Board of Management and the PA, the Parents Association.
I'm the PA chair, Kisumu Girls. As a PA chair, I do understand that the main responsibility of the PA chair is to enhance good relationship between the parents, the teachers, and students and all the other stakeholders in the school.
The board's main function is to manage the school on behalf of the patron and for the benefit of the students, and to provide an appropriate education for each student at the school. The board is accountable to the patron and the Ministry of Education. This is the chair to the board, Grace Joey Jubita, an alumnus of this great institution and a force to reckon with in her field of specialization.
I was reappointed at the beginning of this year. I'm serving my second term. I started my first tenure in 2019, which ended end of last year, and then I was reappointed again this year.
History is not built in a day, and this education giant has its roots from a good foundation laid a long time ago.
You will not have known that this is my job. I'm happy to be here almost after, I think, that something even not 40 years. Because when I was doing my Form 5 and 6 at Apollo St. Yogis, we came here to Kisumu Girls, Madam Principal, for purpose debate. I was trying to remember the topic that we had a field that time, and unfortunately I was not able to remember.
We have a very committed teaching staff. Our teachers are self-driven, they are self-motivated, and they work round the clock with the students. I would say I have a selfless team of teachers, and through this good team of teaching staff, we have been able to attend to our students adequately in matters academics. We have a lot of delegated responsibilities that are shared out to the staff, and I want to say I mainly do supervision. Most of our tasks are run by the teachers. I want to appreciate the two offices of the deputy principals. The two ladies in these offices have been of great help in mobilizing the human resource that we have in the school. This has in itself contributed greatly to curriculum implementation at Kisumu Girls.
Kisumu Girls High School was started in 1962 as an offshoot of Kisumu Boys High School, and this was done by the District Education Board, DB. Until 1977, it was a three-streamed day girls' school. The Ministry of Education took it over in 1977, and it became a day school up to 2010, when it was converted into a full boarding school.
Having such a deep history, one must acknowledge the multiple changes in the Guard and their respective achievements in making this institution what it is today. It's during her tenure and that of her predecessor that the institution has come to life. Projects have started and the institution has become a beacon of voice and a beacon of education in the country.
The chair that I took over from, Madam Rachel Odongo, actually laid quite a big part of the foundation that we as the current board have built on. Now, when we took over, it was at a time when there was also a change of guard, and we had a new principal, Mrs. Michumo. Now, from that time, I believe up to this moment, we have increased the number of classrooms by about 9 classes, and they are standard size classrooms. We have also started on a massive project, a 750 capacity hostel, which will cost us about 92 million. And we have also actually done quite a number of renovations. First is the staff room, which at the moment I can say is I don't want to call it a state-of-the-art class staff room, but at least each teacher has got a working space, and the environment is quite conducive for working. At the same time, we have also renovated the principal's office, and what was there at first was quite small, but what we have now is still not enough, but it can still serve. But at the same time, if you walk around the school, the environment is a bit different. You will not believe you're actually walking around Kisumu city. The landscaping has been done well. We have repainted the school about twice from the time we took over. But I want to believe that our biggest achievement was that we found when our staff had not received any salary increments for more than 10 years. And in 2020, we actually increased and backdated the salaries. And that was around the time of Corona, that most schools were not even able to pay for their salaries or for the staff salaries. But we were actually able to increase and backdate for about 6 months. And at the moment, we are paying according to the laid down procedures that have been given to us by the Ministry of Education.
Molding a generational woman is the custodian of civilization, and the future leader demands a holistic approach in their development. Kisumu Girls intends to bring out a true woman who can fit in any society and excel, but their main goal is academics. The school has invested heavily on education, and it's on course to bring out the sharpest of girls in the community.
My name is Jemima Bok. I'm the deputy in charge of academics in Kisumu Girls High School. I just want to make a few highlights concerning the academics of Kisumu Girls. One, academic progress. The school, academically in terms of KCSE, we have been improving. And if I take the last 4 years, that is 2018, we had a mean of 7.486, 2019, 7.8900, 2020, 8.0825, and 2021, 8.0815.
When you look at our KCSE results, from 2018 up to now, I think we have managed slowly but surely an improvement across the years. I remember in 2018 we were at 7.4. Last year's results, 2022, we managed to get 8.477 as a school mean. For the years that have been, I think from 2016, the school didn't realize top grades. In 2016, the school didn't register an A, 2017, no A, 2018, no A. But in 2022, we were able to achieve 9 A grades. And so this in itself communicates that Kisumu Girls is on a sure, steady academic growth.
Our results are connected to high level of honesty and integrity, no cheating, and our students get honest results. Even if we follow them in the universities, whichever course they have taken, they'll always be up to the task. At the number of teachers in Kisumu Girls, we have male 19 teachers, TSC, the female 36 TSC. Our Board of Management has employed 2 male teachers and 3 female, a total of 60 teachers in Kisumu Girls. Our teachers are dedicated and quite committed to their duties. And this one, we see them going to class very early in the morning, 6:40 a.m., and leaving late, 9:30 p.m. in the night. And that is what has made our results to be what it is. In terms of academic departments, we have 5 departments.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Agunda Elizabeth, Head of Mathematics in Kisumu Girls. In Kisumu Girls, we have 15 teachers, that is in the Maths department, working as a team, very dedicated team. Last year in Mathematics, we had 7.6, that was up from 7.2, that is the previous year. So we've always seen an improvement in our grades. This is because of the programs that we have in place. Most of the times we encourage the students to learn from each other, to teach one another. We call it peer teaching. So we give them time to express themselves and teach one another in their own language. And these are seen as improved greatly. In mathematics, I must say that we've always had the highest number of quality grades. Last year we had over 55 quality grades. That was 55 A's, plain A's, not counting A minuses. So mathematics has generally done well in Kisumu Girls, and we hope to improve on that more and more. I will encourage the students out there who want to join Kisumu Girls that this is the best school in this region, the best girls' school in this region. You are welcome. Come and join your fellow students and do your very best. Our students have been known to do very well, even in college. The courses that they go for, we've had reports that they do well, meaning the foundation we give them here helps them in the courses that they take. So we have team teaching. It also brings variation. You don't see the same teacher throughout. So that variation, somebody brings it in a different way. During revision, another teacher brings it in a different way. So you'll find that the concepts are simplified. Yes. And again, we give them, I think we give them enough assignment. I don't say so many, but enough for practice. Maths is about practice. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. So we give them enough practice, enough work to practice on. They also work in groups. Like on Saturday, we normally have a program. We don't really teach them, but they do maths in groups. That is from around 8 to 10. So they just do work that has been given to them. In most cases, the topic that they're done that week. So they do it in groups. And teachers supervise, not one teacher, many of us. I talked about teamwork. So if we put them in the hall, for example, we'll have over 300 students in the hall and around 4 teachers or 5. So we go around helping them where they don't get it. Yes, we do have joint exams with other schools. Currently, we have over 3 joints. One with our neighbors so that we also pull each other up. Then we have another one with almost 29 schools. Then we have another one with about 5 schools. So we do joints with other schools. Okay, we've had maths contests where they go in groups. So you'll have maybe five, it's normally a set. So we have sets going for the contests. There's a time we hosted, but it has taken a bit, a long time. I think Corona affected it, but we used to have contests. Yes, we could take our students, different sets, many, not just one, because we are privileged to have our buses. So we would take sets.
I am Professor Reo, the HOD English Kisumu Girls. In the department, we have a team of 13 members. All the teachers in the department are teachers of high integrity and a sense of duty. At KCSE 2021, we managed to score a mean of 8.4, and this was as a result of teamwork in the department. We as a group, we believe so much in teamwork, but at the same time, we complete the syllabus in good time. The teamwork is working for us. We also involved in joint exams with the high-standing schools across the counties. And from this, we are so much enriched. Our success is also informed by the fact that we do not 100% spoon feed our students. We give them a lot of work, and through group work they do research. And you know that what it is that they discover in terms of research sinks more than what is poured to them by the teachers. So we utilize this method much. I would like to appeal to the girls that have a desire to be part of Kisumu Girls, that Kisumu Girls would be the right choice for you.
Jina langu ni Bi Grace Ogoe, msimamizi wa somo la Kiswahili katika shule ya wasichana ya Kisumu. Ninasimamia ama ni kiongozi wa idara ya Kiswahili. Katika idara hiyo tuna walimu 10 na tuna baraka ya kuwa mwalimu mkuu wa shule hii pia ni mmoja wa mwanaidara. Katika shule hii tumejulikana sana kwa matokeo mazuri katika somo hili, ambayo inaweza kukumbukwa sana ni mwaka wa 2011 tuliweza kuwa shule bora zaidi kwa kupata matokeo bora zaidi katika somo la Kiswahili. Matokeo haya yamechangiwa na wanaidara kushirikiana. Walimu wa darasa huwa wanaweza kushiriki na kuingia katika darasa lolote. Kile ambacho kimeimarisha matokeo yetu pia ni kwamba kila Jumapili imekuwa ni ratiba kwa walimu wa Kiswahili kuja kusomesha baada ya maombi ya wanafunzi. Huo ndio wakati wa ziada ambao huwa tumeweka ili tuweze kushughulikia mambo tofauti, kuhakikisha ya kwamba silabasi inaweza kupitiwa na tena pia kupata muda wa kupitia masomo ya kawaida. Kitu kingine ambacho kimetusaidia kando na ushirikiano ni kushiriki na shule nyingine katika mitihani ya pamoja. Imeweza kukuza walimu, tukaweza kujinoa na kupata maarifa ya ziada. Pia tumeweza kupata fursa ya kuwa na walimu wawili ambao ni watahini wa kiwango cha kitaifa kwa baraza la mtihani wa Kenya. Shule hii pia tumeweza kupata usimamizi uliotuunga mkono. Tumeweza kuongezea katika masomo yetu maonyesho kutusaidia katika vitabu vya fasihi. Tumeweza pia kuwashirikisha wanafunzi kuzua mipango mufti kuhakikisha kwamba tuna masomo ya kutosha. Wanafunzi wanaweza kushiriki katika mijadala, huwa wanatusaidia katika utunzi wa maswali, alafu wanashindana. Wanafunzi wenyewe pia wanaweza kuandaa maonyesho kutusaidia kufunza mada nyingine. Jambo lingine pia ambalo limeweza kuwa la manufaa kwetu sisi ni wanaidara kuweza kuketi chini kuzua mbinu. Kila wakati huwa tunajaribu kuzua mbinu mpya ili tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba masomo yetu yanaweza kuwa bora zaidi. Jambo lingine pia ni walimu wetu wanashiriki katika warsha tofauti, wanaweza kupata, niweze kusema, maarifa mamboleo ili waweze kujua mambo ambayo yanatendeka kwa wakati huu, kuboresha masomo yao. Katika idara pia tunashiriki katika niweze kusema walimu wameweza kujinoa katika sehemu fulani. Kwa hivyo utapata ikija wakati wa kufanya marudio na wanafunzi wa kidato cha 4, wanaidara wamejigawa katika vijisehemu. Kuna wale watashughulikia karatasi ya kwanza, kuna wale watashughulikia karatasi ya pili, kuna wengine watakaoshughulikia karatasi ya 3. Kuwaweka wanafunzi pamoja imetusaidia kuweza kuwasawazisha ili wanapoingia katika chumba cha mtihani wanafunzi wote wako katika kiwango moja, ili maarifa ya mtu yaweze kuwafaidi wanafunzi wote, sio darasa moja peke yake. Jambo lingine ambalo limeweza kutusaidia katika idara ni tajriba ya walimu. Walimu wote ni wale ambao wana uzoefu mkubwa, wana tajriba kubwa. Wengi wetu tuna bahati ya kwamba tumesha hudumu kwa zaidi ya miaka 10. Kwa hivyo tajriba inachangia sana matokeo bora katika idara hii. Matokeo yamekuwa yakiimarika. Nikianza na mwaka wa 2020 tulikuwa tumepata 8.3, halafu mwaka wa 2021 ikaja kwa 9.3 samahani. Tuna fahari ya kwamba katika shule hii tumeweza kupata kutambulika kote, kwa sababu kama mmoja wa wanaidara nimeweza kupata fursa ya kushiriki kuandika katika gazeti la Taifa Leo kila Alhamisi, kuchambua kitabu kimoja cha fasihi kinachotahiniwa, na kwa hivyo tunajua ya kwamba shule hii kweli inajulikana sio tu katika nchi yetu lakini kote ulimwenguni ya kwamba ni tunu kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Tunajivunia Kiswahili kwa sababu ndio lugha yetu ya taifa, kwa hivyo ni kitambulisho. Jambo la pili, jua kwamba Kiswahili ni muhimu kwa sababu katika baraza la mitihani lugha hii ni somo la lazima na inatumiwa kama daraja ya kuvuka kutoka kiwango cha kusoma katika shule ya upili hadi chuo kikuu. Matokeo ya Kiswahili yanaathiri. Jambo la tatu, lugha hii hapa nchini pia ni lugha rasmi. Kwa hivyo uendapo katika ajira unatarajiwa kwamba uweze kujieleza kwa Kiswahili au Kiingereza. Sio tu katika nchi hii lakini Kiswahili pia sasa ni lugha ya kimataifa. Kwa hivyo ujuzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili imeweza kuwapa wengi ajira kama watangazaji, kama waandishi, kama walimu. Pia imeweza kuwapa watu wengine ile uwezo wa kuishi sehemu fulani. Unapoenda katika nchi za kigeni, lugha hii inatambulika. Kwa hivyo mtu anaweza kupata kuishi, unaweza kuwasiliana na wao. Kwa hivyo sio tu kwa ajili ya mitihani, lakini hata maisha ya baadaye, lugha hii ukiwa na uzoefu wake itaweza kukusaidia katika maisha yako ya kila siku. Wale ambao wana azma ya kuja katika shule hii, tunatarajia ya kwamba jambo la kwanza tutakuhimiza. Shule hii imepata ufanisi kwa sababu ya kufanya kazi kwa bidii na kusoma kwa wingi. Kwa hivyo kama una azma ya kujiunga nasi, lazima uwe mwanafunzi ama niseme banati, kwa sababu ni shule ya wasichana, ambaye ana uzoefu wa kusoma kwa mapana na kwa kina. Jambo la pili, uwe mtu ambaye unajisukuma, sio wa kungoja kuambiwa. Uwe mtu ambaye anaweza kufanya kazi bila kusimamiwa na mtu yeyote. Jambo la tatu, jua ya kwamba ujapo hapa tunatarajia unajua unalenga nini maishani. Kwa hivyo una mwongozo, una mtazamo maishani. Ukija hapa na una mwongozo, unajua unakotoka na unakoenda, utapata kwamba shule hii itakusaidia kujikuza na kufikia malengo yako maishani.
Mr. Wiki Fombati, the HOD Science Kisumu Girls, and in the science department, a total number of 22 teachers, 21 TSC, and 1 in the BOM. And in science department, it comprises of physics, chemistry, and biology. And in those departments, chemistry, biology, there are 7 teachers, TSC only. And then we have physics, who are 6 teachers, plus the 7th one was in BOM. Then we have also chemistry department, which comprises of 9 teachers, and we expect more because the department at times, because of teaching 2 subjects, at times there is workload. As I said earlier, that the department comprises of 3 subjects, which are physics, chemistry, and biology. We also, these teachers of science, they teach theory in class, and after theory, there is also practical, which is supposed to be done in the laboratory during the double lesson, and also during games time, and equally during the weekend. So these practicals are done for Form 1, Form 2. The teacher carries the practical to the students. But for senior students, at times, they are given practicals that are less dangerous so that they can also practice how to carry on the activities. But in most cases, we have our practicals which are supervised. Why we do that? We also want to make that students, they get the overview of the apparatus that are required in the lab, so that when they'll be facing the national exam, they don't meet these apparatus for the first time and they start panicking. And that gives us a clue that in life we are training people to be go-getters. That is the main basis in Kisumu Girls. Go-getters, they are warriors. Why we say that? I wish to quote a statement that hard times create strong men, and then strong men, they create a very easy time, and easier time creates men who are very weak, and weak men, they make difficult times and difficult people. So that is why we prefer that we rather train our students through hard times so that they become strong when they are doing practicals. Why we are saying practicals? I've been an examiner for the last 13 years with NEC, and I know that practical counts. Formerly we used to have a formula whereby paper 1, which is 80, paper 2, which is 80, paper 3, which is 40. When you add the 2, they give you 200. And the former formulas, they used to calculate this way. that since everything total to 200, you divide by 2, you get 100%. Of recent, they don't do that. It is whatever you have scored in paper 1 out of 80, you convert to 30. Paper 2, you also convert to 30. Then practical is added whole. In other words, practical is emphasized in science. Why is emphasis laid on practical? So that to avoid too much theory that are not practicable in the real world. Because we are training these students to be all well-rounded in the sense that if there's a if they're gonna get a career on medical practitioner, and then definitely they can be able to do practicals with the least supervision. If it's engineering, where we borrow physics from, they can do everything that entails electricity measurement without the help of or without getting assistance from many supervisors. Even chemistry, they can carry out titration, whereby probably if somebody's in pharmacy where they are talking about making concoctions of drugs, they can do it without fear. And that's where we are. Our main tenet is simply to train them so that they become all well-rounded. They can handle anything that they come across. And the unique thing that we do in our school, especially for science department, one, we emphasize and supervise clearance of the syllabus as early as possible so that we have a humble time to revisit the topics that give students hard time. One way that we manage to clear this work is to create time over the weekend so that we are able to cover up the topics in advance. So Saturday from 10 onwards is assigned, from 10 up to 4, it is assigned for science. So that we have physics slotted in, biology slotted in, chemistry slotted in. So that extra hours given to us will enable us to cover up the work, both either for practical, for theory, and any other work which demands manipulation activities. The other unique thing that we are doing, apart from the revision and covering the syllabus in advance, every day at 4 we have scheduled practicals, and these scheduled practicals, Form 4s, they attend. They are topical practicals, and these topical practicals, we do them from the 17 topics if it's biology, and from other topics from physics and other topics from chemistry. That gives students a very good preparation so that they can approach the exam whichever angle the question will be asked during the exam. One thing that I've ensured in the department is to motivate all the teachers positively. Science is to do with attitude building. An attitude is to do with being positive as a teacher and being passionate with the subject. Why I'm saying attitude, a bad attitude is like a flat tire, and a flat tire of a car will not enable a person to move from one place to another. So we embark on actually being positive minded. If I'm positive, I also give positive thoughts and encourage students. Alongside that, we also advise them that the careers which are very lucrative in the market, they are science oriented, and one of them is medicine, surgery, dentistry. We have also pharmacy, we have nursing, we have physiotherapy. All of them, they are basically in need of biology, chemistry, and physics. And especially chemistry and physics, they play a role towards this career. Even in nutrition, when we talk about that you're advising patients about their nutrients or their diet, is to do with biology and chemistry because it's about food and about chemicals. So far, in the department, we have tailored on being visionary in the sense that we set targets, and these targets we try as much as possible to see whether they are achieved. Why we say that is because when you cannot hit a target, you cannot hit a target that you cannot be able to see. But once you have set a target which is achievable, you try all that you can, and we communicate all this down to students and see whether they can get that target by encouraging them or by rewarding them or by praising them. In that way, we can be able to get the target. I want to say that science is very essential, especially for girl child and boy child education, because they are tailored, those courses that we call, they are very instrumentals. When you talk about engineering, you talk about survey, you talk about any medical course, it is very important to know that we can achieve all that we want if only students are well-rounded, so that those who can miss to do very well in science, they can also enter into law as a career. I normally tell teachers that it is easy to dodge a responsibility of life, but you cannot dodge consequences for failing to accept the responsibility. So as you dodge, still the same thing will just come back to dog a student. So finally, I want to say that we are persistent. We are persistent and consistent in our work, and we know very clear persistence overcomes resistance. Persistence overcomes resistance. And that is our main goal. When we handle all these things, both in the lab and the theory, we keep on singing. You will miss nursing, you will miss pharmacy, you will miss this career, you will miss being a neurosurgeon if you don't perform very well. And we also want a great student score. If a student score very poor, I have a mandate to call the student and find out why. And then encourage her that that is not the final grade. Still you can make it. Through encouragement, they make it. So we learn being positive, and especially being positive with the students and positive with the teachers. Because if teachers are very positive, they are self-motivated, intrinsic motivation, definitely can get a mean. And I believe very clear from what I've said, this year we anticipate a higher mean than any other year before. And I believe God is watching what we are doing, and He bless the work of our hands. Well, those who want to join Kisumu Girls, they are welcome. And I promise them that once they are here, it's a notion or a narrative that science is hard. It's not hard. It's a perception that science is hard. But the reason is, once you are passionate with your teacher and you're also passionate with the content, from the material that we give, we nurture them. Of course, we cannot say 100% there are those that everybody will pass. There are those who don't make it. But we keep on following them. We keep on following them. It is practicals that they do on their own, which makes them to know very clearly that science is very easy to deal with. But when they don't do practicals, especially in those schools where apparatus are few, chances are they'll imagine that science is complicated. But when our students right from Form 1, they are putting on their lab coats, they are prepared, they are well oriented, and then they are given all the apparatus, call it what, in the lab, and they're able to carry out the experiment together with the teacher. And the teacher is moving around, is encouraging them, is praising them. Well done for what you have gotten. They are encouraged to perform it. So the word difficult is a notion, and it's a narrative which I don't believe that it can work. Kisumu Girls is the best school to be, and I believe in future it's a school that we want to make the center of excellence both in Nyanza and in Kenya.
Technical department is the beacon of academics in this institution. Giving hope and reality life skills to the girls and preparing them for the future.
My name is Pamela Akun. I'm the head of technical subjects. Under technical subjects, we have 6 subjects. That is home science, we have business studies, we have computer studies, we have agriculture, we have music, we have art and design, and recently we were added French. So we are encouraging each and every student to take a technical subject because they propel them to their important careers, given that the world is going fully industrialized and digitalized. So a technical must be there. One, technicals begin graduating as self-reliant. For example, if you have taken home science, you are able, before you even take a further course, to make simple cakes, simple juices, simple recipes, and you sell to make money. In other words, they can be a small village or estate caterers. And they are also able to repair and make clothings. So they have a varied future prospects in the technicals. That is, all of them give them that. Currently we are 16 teachers for the department, 16 teachers. Under technical, the teachers are still few because, as you know, most people don't like doing practical-oriented things. So you find that under it, there are still very few teachers. There is kind of a shortage. We are just encouraging the girls to take up the courses in teaching, other than other important courses that they can do. So just to mention a few professional courses that they can benefit from is that this technical student can enroll for engineering courses. They can enroll in medicine world. They can be in industry and managerial. They can be in the tourism, they can be international relations department, they can be decorators, both landscape and interior. They can be beauticians. We know how beauty is the most important thing of everywhere when we talk of our pedicure, fauna, and flora. You find them there. Hair making, clothing designing and making, and so on and so forth. So there are a variety of professional courses under these technicals in general. So in general, the technical subjects is the leading subjects in the school in KCSE.
Agriculture has become one of the key subjects in the school as its fruits can be seen even beyond school. It gives the students the experience both in class and hands-on and prepares them towards a hunger-free society and maybe nation at large.
Agriculture as a subject is not just a subject, but also something very beneficial, and that's why it's among the technicals. It is one of the subjects that prepares us for the outside world, and being a subject that involves crop and livestock production, it is among this. It is one that is contributing more in the economic world, saving in the food security of the country. It is beneficial in terms of, first we've learned how to prepare crops and how to care for livestock. So when we go into the outside world, it is going to be a lot, it will come in very handy. And also to the outside world, we have learned some techniques to deal with, especially to deal with the environmental hazards. So I believe in the foreseeable future, we are not going to suffer from food security. Only 30 minutes is enough for a single person to work on her plot. Watering, especially during such droughts, and we have also taken measures such like drip irrigation where we get the bottles. This one saves a lot of water because earlier we could take like 40 liters of water in a day, but using the drip irrigation with the bottles, it is just a bucket which is 20 liters, and it saves a lot. Carrying the water to and fro is not that easy. In fact, the agriculture students are given more privileges to practice what they have learned in class, especially on caring of animals and the pests and parasites. We started with the chicken farm, and then we visited the cows, and lastly the latest, which is the pig project. We've been the first one and privileged to usher in the pig. Amongst them, we've learned the construction of the structures, because the structures are part of agriculture, including the pigsty. In fact, it is also examined in our examinations. We also learned about the caring of the animals and how we can maximize our production using organically produced things. Like, for example, on our project latest, we've just grown it organically, and this is the last stage. Even though they are a bit smaller from the way they were earlier, but they are produced organically, so they are safe and for any human consumption. Organically produced because of the health-wise. In GMOs, in the part of the GMO, they are fast and they grow large and healthier. But then for the organically, it will take more strength and more efforts, but the outcome is healthier and better than the GMO.
My name is Jenny Goma. I'm a teacher of agriculture at Kisumu. I'm the head of the subject. Agriculture is one of our technical subjects in this school. There are other technical subjects, but agriculture is unique in the sense that it prepares the students for the life outside school. Earlier on, we had a negative attitude towards agriculture, because the students felt that those who do agriculture engage in something that is dirty. But we have seen this improving, and we are having more and more students joining the subject. We've seen a lot of interest growing, and even the students who are not doing agriculture coming to learn from us. We have also seen the staff members, support staff also interested in agriculture. So what I can say is that agriculture is a subject that prepares people for life outside school. You don't need to get any other employment for you to begin earning your income. From the projects that we do and the activities that we do here, the students are able to go outside and start earning. We have an example of a student who was here last year who did her Form 4 exams, and she took our project seriously. So by the time she was in Form 2, she was already growing traditional vegetables. She was keeping poultry, ducks, and chicken. And from that, she was able to earn a lot of income. She would not ask even for pocket money, and she had more than the pocket money that she required. So this girl went on to get an A, and she is now at the university. And she was not the only one, even her classmates. We had some that also did it. And we know that when you do this, you will not go back. You're going to get income. The school project is really helping us, because these girls need to see practically what is done in agriculture. It makes them learn so much. So we have sessions with them. When the poultry are being vaccinated, they are allowed to go there. They actually participate in vaccination. They collect eggs and they just do whatever pertains to the taking care of the poultry.
These are the years when we were helped and guided, taught by Kisumu girls to know, judge and do. Prepared for future, encouraged and provided, strengthened to serve, excel shall.
All the way up, down, up. You want to go to E. Put finger one, finger one. That is E. That string. Yeah, press down very hard. Up and play. The next finger, which is F sharp.
It is said that music is the medicine of the soul. Music is a strong pillar in Kisumu Girls, where they are taught differently from many other schools in the country. From learning the notes to the singing instruments in the African culture through dance.
My name is Medika Yokoth. I teach music in Kisumu Girls. I have a total of 88 students currently taking music as a subject, and we are 2 teachers who are working together to ensure that the subject gets all that it needs. I must say that the students that we have currently, they have been able to show the high level of talents. They've been able to show high number of talents in terms of exposure. We have a number of them who have shown positive performance in terms of academics, and we must say that we really do appreciate. In line with the target of nurturing the talents, we've been able to engage them in instrumental music, which has really been positive to us. We've been able to give them an opportunity to be people who can go out there, work on music as a career, not just as a subject being done in school. And in that line, we've had a number of them engaging in music festivals. As we speak, we have got around 38 who are going to the nationals for music festivals. We do really appreciate the career growth. We take music as a career, not just as a level of entertainment. We do believe that with giving them the foundation they deserve, we'll be able to give out to the world people who can be able to produce music, people who can be able to perform music, and also engage others so that we can be able to champion the subject. I've been in touch with a few who did music last year, and one of them is currently engaging in in church music, which to me is very positive. And with that, I believe she can be able to develop a career out of it. So music, we are not just looking at it as an academic profession, but we are looking at what we can be able to nurture out of our students so that they can be able to go out there and develop their profession and career.
In 2018, we had a mean of 7.4. That was 7.486, and these were our grades. We had a candidate of 292. We had no A plane, but we had 16 A minuses, 37 B plus. The B plane were 47, B minus 48, C plus 45, C 49, C minus 38, and D plus 18, and D plane were 4. So the direct entry, C plus and above, were 193 students. And we had a percentage direct entry of 66%. And that was in 2018. In 2019, we registered 341 candidates. So we had 1 student scoring an A plane, A minus 17, B plus 46, B plane 73, and B minus also 73, and 50 students scored a C plus. 48 C plane, 25 C minus, D plus we had 5 students, and D we had only 3 students. So we had a direct entry of 260 students, and that was a percentage of 76%. So we improved from 66 to 76. In 2020, we enrolled 303 candidates. We had no A plane, but we had 14 A minuses, 54 B plus. B plane was 68, and B minus was 56. C plus was 51. We had 43 students getting a C, 12 students C minus, and we had only at D plus, and these were 3 students. We had no D, no D minus, and no E. In 2020, we had 243 having a direct entry to the university, and this one we improved now to 80% from 76. And that is why when we say that we have been having a progress, the data can attest to it. Computer has been a leading subject for these last 4 years. They've been having a mean of 11 and above, followed by home science, 10 and above, and art and design, also computing favorably with them at 10 and above. And these 3 subjects have really been doing so well. Our mode of teaching is learner-centered. We allow students to do a lot in terms of their own. That is a lot of demonstration, a lot of discussion in class. And so the teacher is there to guide. Our teaching is also ICT integrated.
I'm Mrs. Caroline Ogunda, the head of subject computer studies in Kisumu Girls. We've had computer studies in Kisumu Girls since the year 2004. And in the past years, we've seen excellent performance in computer studies. We've had high enrollments, and we've seen a number of students getting more interested in taking computer studies as a subject. After the KCSE exams, we've also seen a number of students enrolling for computer-related courses. Now, this interest has developed because the world has become digital. Everything is done using computers or computerized devices. And so the students are much more interested in learning more about computer studies. If you look at what happens in communication, computers are purely used. So if anyone does not have the computer knowledge or the IT knowledge, they are disadvantaged. With the help of Technovation, we managed to introduce a club in school that enables students to learn about coding and mobile app development. That has also made them develop a lot of interest. And it has an advantage that it can make them self-reliable or self-reliant. They can do their own mobile app developments, even for business purposes. Once they learn programming and coding, they can come up with apps which can be used in different departments and different areas in their lives.
I'm Mrs. Tabitha Onditi. the deputy principal in charge of administration and discipline. My core mandate is to deputize the chief principal in enhancing effectiveness and efficiency in day-to-day running of the institution, and to also ensure students remain disciplined while in the precincts of the school, and hopefully even when they go out. Our desire as a school is to bring up a group of girls who are self-disciplined. By that I mean students who are able to do the right thing whether teachers are there or not, or whether people are there or not. And our model character is Joseph in the Bible, who was able to do so much in his generation because of the discipline that he had within himself. I want to mention at this point in time that discipline is an issue that is very, very close to our hearts because of its relationship to academic excellence. It's worth noting, therefore, at this point, that in this area of discipline, we have covered some ground because most of our students are self-disciplined, and this has given us a name countrywide as one of the schools with disciplined students. And this I want to mention is courtesy of the hand of God that has helped us thus far, the commitment of the teachers in the school, the supportive chief principal that we have, and the BOM. And I want to mention that in any market you can never miss a mad person, a mad man, or a mad woman. Once in a while, we have students who go contrary to the norm or to the expectations. And when this happens, we have avenues that we follow depending on the magnitude of the problem. At first, we could employ internal correction by 1 or 2 teachers. There is also the guidance and counseling that the students with such behavior go through. We have an internal disciplinary committee which is very vibrant. They could listen to some cases and give a way forward. Then there is also the BOM disciplinary, which is very, very committed. And all these avenues, we do them with a lot of love, knowing very well that our aim is not to destroy the child, but our aim is to correct the child so that the child can grow up a disciplined girl who can take care of herself even after school. Allow me to say that another issue that is also close to our heart as a school is the students' welfare. Because when the students are comfortable, they are able to concentrate in school, and by extension, they are able to do well. We achieve this comfort of the students, one, through a balanced diet. Our students eat well, and in their menu, we have fruits, we have eggs, We also have chicken. Number 2, there is a cordial and appropriate relationship between the students and the staff. We relate with our students as our own children and as our younger sisters. And so if there is anything that is bothering them, it becomes easier for them to share. Thirdly, we also have a functional guidance and counseling department, which works hand in hand with the internal disciplinary committee to ensure that the students remain on course in the area of discipline. We also have a functional dispensary with a qualified nurse who takes care of the students when they are not feeling well. And cases that are stubborn and are persisting even after she has treated them are normally referred. And when they are referred, at that point, parents are brought on board. Otherwise, I want to mention that as a school and as administration in the office of the deputy principal and the issues of discipline, we are on course. We have nothing to complain about. Thank you so much.
We have good programs that are aimed at nurturing an all-round citizen in our students. Besides academics and co-curricular activities, we have a strong program of guiding and counseling. This helps to improve the moral standing of our students and to instill good discipline in them.
Bringing up a generation in the era of social media has its challenges. One of the main challenges facing the youth today is their mental wellness and mental strength in dealing with changes as they happen. The school focuses on bringing up an all-round student who is disciplined and very well prepared for the future after high school. It is due to these factors that the institution has a dedicated mental wellness department that includes peers, educators, and staff members.
We have a good guiding and counseling group of teachers, and our students benefit a lot from the programs that are run there.
I'm Mrs. Joanina Awora. I teach Kiswahili and CRE, but I'm also in charge of guidance and counseling. And apart from that, I'm also in charge of YCS. I'm the assistant chair lady of YCS. So guidance and counseling is very instrumental to the lives of the young ones. When they come to school, they come with so many challenges. And those challenges are addressed by members of the guidance and counseling. The challenges are varied. They are social, they are physical, they are economical, they are spiritual, and the like. So we have individual counseling sessions with members of the department according to the students' needs. They are counseled one-on-one by various teachers. Those ones run throughout the week or the term on any day. The second category, we have group counseling, and that one goes on Wednesdays. We put them in groups according to their classes, and we talk to them on topics. Those topics are normally suggested by the girls according to their needs. They give them to us on the first week of opening. And then we slot them in the school program and talk to them about the topics. And then we also have class counseling. We have peer counselors in those particular classes. They also meet their needs, but because they are also children, they cannot help them fully, so they refer their problems to us. And then we have class teachers. They are also counselors by profession, so they also refer to us cases that need our attention, and we attend to them accordingly. There are cases that need referral. Those ones we refer to the administration. And those are also given outside counseling. There are those that cannot be handled by the school. So the school requests for outside counseling, and maybe through the hospitals, and then reports are given back to us.
The school has a qualified nurse who fully takes care of students and is available in school all the time.
My name is Tina Olwach, school nurse Kisumu Girls. So at the dispensary, we only treat those students whom can manage their conditions. Others, we refer them at the county referral hospital. At the county referral hospital, we use the Edu Afya, which cater for all the services that are given to them. Or at the dispensary, we also have the wheelchairs and the stretchers. We use them in transporting those seriously ill students. And we also have a fridge where we keep the vaccines and those drugs which require refrigeration. Okay, we don't only wish that for those who would like to bring their students at Kisumu Girls, at least if a student has a medical history, they let the school know and how it is being handled. And if at all they have any drugs, they can also bring them to school, because we keep all the drugs for the students at the dispensary.
In developing or promoting learning in an institution, there are many things you also incorporate in the system. So the first thing we have looked at is how to promote learning by keeping our students active. This is done through games, physical exercises. So we started off by putting up more fields. So we created more fields to accommodate our students so that they can do exercises during the physical exercise lessons and during games. So initially we had one field at the school, but today we have developed more. So most of our girls now are happy to take up games, and we are encouraging them to exercise after sitting in class for a long day. It becomes imperative that the students take up some exercises to keep their systems well balanced.
We have more than 10 games. We have hockey, we have basketball, we have netball, we have handball, football, volleyball, we have tennis, the indoor games, we have the badminton, we have the table tennis, we also have taekwondo, and we also have the Scrabble and the chess games. We have been competing even to the nationals. Like this year we competed well, though after Corona the students were not that good because it was an abrupt competition where we started. We were able to take 9 teams to the sub-county, from the sub-county. Then from sub-county we were able to go to the county where five teams qualified for the county. And at the county we had 2 teams that played to the finals, that is hockey and volleyball. And games is good for a child, for a student. It helps them nurture their talent. Like we have students who have been sponsored, who are playing in different clubs. When they go to the universities, they are able to play for their universities. And we even have students who have been sponsored because of games.
I wish to vouch for the girls at Kisumu Girls. These girls have a lot of talent. And they are so creative in a manner that puzzles us. We've been able to take part in drama, and they have done well. We've taken part in music. They do well in music too.
When my hopes and dreams begin to fly away, these ambitions and intentions slowly fade. Now we stand beside himself and ask why. His life is to be held by being a boy child. He's gonna fight hard and be a boy child. He's gonna be strong and be a hero. He's gonna fight hard and be a boy child. He's gonna be strong and be a hero. Very no, very no. Let not enter the feet of sleep. Do not empty your needs into leaking water jars. Very no. Stop with the metaphors. Metaphors running away, man away. My bench as a boy child is still. The fault is Vicky vient du lycée Kisumu, vous présente un poème intitulé Sous cet arbre de Kumulia.
So my name is Florence Olo. I'm from Drama Club, and I'll begin by probably giving a little insight into this club. It's a club that has existed in a while in the school. I am the patron of this club. I joined this school in 2017, term 2, and let me say that drama was almost dying off, but together with Mr. Cheng, we managed to revamp it. We started our first staging back in 2018. We managed to reach the regional level, and then we proceeded the next year, 2019, and succeeded to represent the school at the national for the first time from 2017. I mean, from 2007, that was 10 years down the line. This is one area that the students are very enthusiastic about. Students showcase their talent. It's a club that is performing so well in the school and is loved by all students.
Kanifunza kila jema ya akhera na dunia, namwombea salama awe na njema afya, na ifikapo hatima vyema kujiondokea.
Mosi sote aushi, wanadamu kuzaliwa, twaingia ujanani na wazee tutakuwa, kujipanga maishani basi jambo la murua, jisetirini mbawani kusalama salimini.
Life ni algebra, always ukifanya rahisi unaenda the wrong way. Na duniani unfair, ukisimama tutakujudge venye umekaa. So tengeneza heart mysterious kaba muda triangle. Since nikam hapa nimekuwa na vitisho. Leo nitenda church, hapana nitenda kesha. Nadai kufast, but hiyo ni mateso. Zumi hufail kila kitu hadi Bible lesson.
Toast to the ones that are gone. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the truth bring back the memories. And the memories bring back, memories bring back joy.
The school has developed other activities that are helping boost learning. We have set out to improve our school farm. This has been born out of the need to motivate the students to take up agriculture as a subject. Most of our girls have not been very excited about this subject. So as a school, we came in to set up small demonstration projects within the school that would directly motivate the learner to take up this subject. And I want to report that the girls have embraced this subject, and today the enrollment is good. We have also set up a small dairy unit. We are keeping a few cattle there, again meant for demonstration, but we are getting products from this project in terms of milk and meat. We are also keeping pigs at the school, and they have greatly helped bring our students closer to what is taught in theory in this agriculture subject. For some time now, we have been consuming vegetables from our small school garden, which is worked on by the agriculture students. So we motivate the students, they produce these products, and the school buys from them as a motivation.
We have set up a poultry farm that is supplementing our income as a school. We have increased the staff houses. We have also set up a dairy unit, and our latest is we are keeping about 10 pigs, which we believe with time will be able to also supplement the diet for the students. Yes.
My name is Joseph Mutula Kasi. I am the school farm manager. I manage dairy section, poultry unit section. Currently, we also introduced a new section or a new enterprise of pigs. In the poultry section, we've got the layer bird section, whereby we've got the battery cage system. We are doing battery cage system. We've got the broilers rooms, whereby we are producing birds for meat. And we also have a section that we've got the dual purpose, the birds that can be kept for both meat and for eggs. In general, we've got a total, this room here is in a capacity of carrying 1,500 birds as compared to the other cage, the other side. But due to death and all those other disorders within the farm. Currently, in this total of layers that we have are totaling 2,400. And the broilers, we've got the young stock, which I just stocked on 4th November, which are 1,500. I have the stock that I stocked last month of broilers were also 1,500, and I've done sales almost to half. Past half, that is 3/4. A quarter of the portion is left. I also have got young chicks, or the chick stage of the improved kienyeji bars, the Ken brew. There are 300 in number. There is also another group of grow stage of Ken brew, which are 450. In total, we get a total of 60 trays of eggs. 60 trays of eggs. Our market, number one consumer of our farm products is school, Kisumu Girls High School. And number two, we've got Kisumu Boys or Kisumu School. We also allow other people, other businessmen and women to come and buy from us. Like we supply the school twice a week. For Kisumu Girls, we supply them eggs twice a week. That is on Mondays, even we give them 55 trays, and on Thursday we give them 47 trays. And remember, if we are getting 60 trays a week, 60 trays for a day, the portion that the school is taking is just but a fraction of our production. So you find that people are coming from outside to buy from us. There is good market until we usually incur a challenge of not meeting the demand of our customers. Agricultural project in school or poultry farming in school in Kisumu Girls is of great help to our agriculture students. Not only agriculture students, business students, biology students, and any other students, because you find that students are usually coming to the farm at games times or whenever they are free. They request to help us do egg collection. Whenever they come to do egg collection, they ask questions. The shape of the egg, how the egg should be arranged in the tray, which side should face up, which side should face down. They also ask the economical value, part of it. How, if I am a student, if I'm done with my studies, can I start the same project? Can I start the same project if I'm still going to school? Can I start it at home and leave it for my parents to do the management? Can the school offer technical services to them? We usually give them answers that is usually relevant to them. And quite a number of them, whenever they go home, they usually tell their parents are usually coming. Whenever their parents come here to pay a visit, in comparison to what their daughters told them, they ensure that if they come, a family buy like 3 trays of egg. They come for benchmarking as they buy our products. A family can take 3 trays of eggs, two broilers, 1 Ken brew, that's the improved kienyeji, a portion of our indigenous vegetable, and then we give them the knowledge that they want. So in exchange, the new pig project that we have currently in school, I will say is doing marvelously well, because we are doing it almost at zero cost, because we feed the pigs on food remains. That is what we feed our pigs on. And yes, we bought some commercial feeds. We still keep them in waiting of the school closure. Then when we'll be having scarcity of food, then we'll be using them to feed our pigs. And to be sure, or to say the truth, our pigs are more healthier. They are more attractive. They are more of good shape and good looking as compared to when we brought them. They've increased in size, and they are 10 in number, and we are looking forward having a multiplication. And we, just as we usually involve other customers from outside, we believe that people running the butcheries will be coming to buy from us. Those are selling pork will be coming to buy from us. Or if one day school decides that they want to have a menu of pork, then will be in a position to serve them. Now, on the dairy section or on the dairy unit, we've got 2 dairy animals that we are milking. Upon calving, or when our dairy animal calves down, you find that one gives an average of 12 liters of milk in a day. In average, 12 liters of milk in a day. So averagely, the 2 animals gives us 24 liters of milk in a day. That is before you minus for the calf, because the calf consumes 4 liters of milk in a day, depending on its body weight. And maintaining that production is usually becoming a challenge because the school does not have a Napier field. We do not have enough land to graze our animals. If we could be having enough land to graze our animals and also to reduce the stock that we are having, of which that one is also in progress. We are planning to reduce the number of stock so that we only have manageable number. And we also have another plan in the future of disposing of all the dairy animals that we have, and we will bring two good dairy animals that can fetch us enough milk and can help us sustain the school supply.
I want to appreciate the cooperation so far achieved at the school within all organs of management at the institution. I want to take cognizance of the fact that school management is diverse. And when we are dealing with management in the institution, we share responsibilities with the people we work with. So at Kisumu Girls, we have developed a working culture where we have our teachers taking up quite a number of roles.
I had a department called TPAD department. We all know this tool, the Teacher Performance Appraisal and Development Tool, that is meant to evaluate performance of a teacher as per what the Commission prescribes, the standards that the Commission prescribes. This is a wide area that mainly looks at the overall performance of teachers within a term. And therefore, you'll realize that a school with such a magnitude and with a lot of work and with all the management, the administrators' hands full, then there's need for someone to assist and to ensure that all the 61 members of staff are appraised. Kisumu Girls is always 100% represented in the TPAD results. Each term we ensure that all the teachers are appraised to 100% and everyone receives an appraisal tool that is complete. I had this department together with 2 of my colleagues, that is Bi Mary Okewa and Mr. Abubakar Rai. Together we work to ensure that teachers are kept up to speed with the new trends that the Commission brings or comes up with in terms of ensuring that TPAD is effectively implemented. We work together with the deputies to ensure that all the teachers are appraised in time, that lesson observations is physically done in class and record done effectively, that all teachers are reminded to have these documents downloaded in hard copy and filed properly. I report back to the principal on the progress of this TPAD. I work together with the deputies to ensure that all the members of staff are reminded within the time to respond within the timelines that are set by the employer. I look at it more like a delegation bit, helping you to know what the employer wants, and at the end of the day we all achieve maximum percentage and maximum achievement, and all of it is for the betterment of Kisumu Girls staff. At the end of the term, we ensure that all the 61 minus 6, because those who are on board majorly do not partake in the TPAD, are appraised, and that gives Kisumu Girls 100%. Other than that, under TPAD, we look at what the school has achieved in terms of the aggregate. After every teacher has completed the individual TPAD or the tools, then we come up with what we call an appraisal tool, and this one now gives us the general performance of these standards for the school derived from all the teachers. We work hand in hand with the deputy administration because this majorly falls within her office.
We have our students helping us manage their colleagues.
I am Paulette Timina Manyasi from 3 Violet. I'm the school captain of the school. I am the overall supervisor of the school and the major link between the students and the administration. I ensure that the school activities are running on well and that the councillors on duty are working hand in hand with the teachers on duty during a particular week. I ensure that there is a rapport between me and the students, whereby the students are comfortable to approach me for any matter, and that whenever they approach me, the matter does not just lay silent. And as for the administration, I ensure that the rules that they have set aside are followed by the students, and that there is effective communication between the administration and the students. As a council, we do have regular meetings, and as the head of the council, I have my executive, whereby we do have weekly meetings where we discuss what we are supposed to do to enable the school to grow to greater heights, and we discuss the challenges that we have in the various departments in the school. The administration really works hand in hand with me because they want me to give feedback to them on whatever matter that arises in the school, and I am usually ready to report to them for any matter. Students who are interested in a particular post are usually welcome to apply for the post that they would like to get, and they take it to the Kisumu Girls Electoral Board where they are vetted for, and after the vetting, the students are the one who vote for them. Since I became the head councillor, I have met a lot of people, and I believe that this role that has been granted upon me will help me in the life after Kisumu Girls. Kisumu Girls is the best place to be. Kisumu Girls is very friendly. Kisumu Girls is the most hospitable school. If you come here, you won't be disappointed.
My name is Emma Joy Rotich. I am in Form 3 Red, and I am the first deputy captain of the school. Basically, I act as a link between the students and the boarding department. I receive grievances from the student and communicate it to the boarding department and vice versa. As a council, we hold regular meetings where we discuss what is going on in the school, how to better the school, and how to make a better Kisumu Girls for us all. I have been in Kisumu Girls for the last 3 years, and in those 3 years I have learned so much in Kisumu Girls. Kisumu Girls teaches you how to relate with people, how to be a good person, how to be responsible, and how to deal with different circumstances in your life.
I'm Esther Gerono from One Silver. I'm the Deputy School Captain in charge of academics. As a school Deputy Captain, I ensure that the school activities are running the way they should. I ensure that the girls settle in class and follow the programs. I make sure that the manual work is done within time and the girls settle and follow the timetable. With effective communication, I'm able to take the grievances of the student to the administration and follow up to ensure that the grievances are worked on.
My name is Bainam Stacey from 3 Green, Councillor in charge of clubs and societies. My role is to ensure that all the clubs and societies in the school are comfortable, working comfortably, and they have all that they need.
My name is Isaac Haemba. I'm the HOD in charge of clubs and societies in Kisumu Girls from the year 2016 to date. It's important to note that clubs and societies play a very important role in the lives of students, especially in line with our school motto, where we nurture girls that are all round, that give service to the society. In clubs and societies in Kisumu Girls, we have a total of 45 clubs, as well as societies. We have the Christian Union, we have got the Young Catholic Society, we have got the Muslims, as well as SDA, among other societies. I wish to say that in Kisumu Girls, we are very inclusive. We respect each and every student's belief, and we nurture them spiritually. We also take care of students' entertainment, which is part of the school program, where we run a program every term of entertainment. For clubs, I would wish to say that clubs are very, very important in students' life. One of the reasons why we say this is because they are quite helpful in terms of connecting them to their future career paths, especially in nurturing their soft skills that are needed in the corporate world when it comes to looking for jobs. Skills like communication, skills like teamwork, among others. In this school, of the very many clubs that we have, I would wish to single out one of them, that is the Peace Club, which we have found to be very helpful, especially when we put into consideration the location of the school, being the girls' school in Kisumu, and very near to the hotspot of political violence, that is Kondele. We have students who can develop fear, especially this being a national school which has got a catchment of students from all over Kenya, and across the ethnic divide due to the political polarization. Some students may find it not comfortable to come to this school, but thanks to this club, it is able to bring students together so that we bridge the ethnic divide, we bridge the political divide, so that we have the school as one, as the face of Kenya, so that we remove that fear and students are able to relate well, so that we have coexistence, peaceful coexistence and harmony, which is very essential for good learning and for our good performance. I would wish to say that as much as we emphasize matters academics, social life of students is very important, and if it's disregarded, it is one of the reasons why we have unrest in schools. And for our school, we have really put up strategies to ensure that clubs and societies' activities are very robust. I would also wish to say that alone, I cannot do this, but we have received a lot of support from the administration. I wish to thank our mom, Margaret Mechumo, for supporting our programs, as well as teachers who have worked closely with us. We have a committee that is in charge of entertainment working together with me, Mr. Abubakar Rai, Madam Lilian Auma, we have got Ms. Sylvia Wafula, among others. We also have got various teachers who have acted actively as patrons of these various clubs, without whose support we cannot move on given our large school student population.
We have the board of management that come in with a lot of support, a lot of advice. We have the parents association that are a good link for us between the school and the parents in matters financing programs at the school.
As a PA chair, we invite all the other parents to be able to participate fully in the running of this school by organizing meetings, by having proper communication channels and talking to parents and talking to teachers, including the support staff. so that we may be able to have a united school. Currently, we have a very big challenge in Kisumu Girls because this school was designed for very few students. At the moment, we have a population of over 1,400 girls. Therefore, the biggest challenge is having the classrooms and having the hostels. So as a PA chair, the main responsibility is, we know the parent is the main donor of a school. So we are mobilizing the parents to look for resources to be able to build classrooms, be able to build hostels, so that we can be able to have our girls well accommodated in good hostels and good classrooms for good learning. I want to thank the parents for the support they are giving to this school. Through the parents' support, we are able to do all these things you are seeing in this school. We have refurbished our working areas, our parking areas. We have done a new gate for the school. We are in the process of completing a new hostel for this school, a hostel that everyone will come to admire. And I want to encourage each and every one of us, parents, to keep working with the school and supporting the school.
Thank you.
Our core business is academic excellence, and that is the core business of the school, whether public or. But I believe that for the institution, one, the Ministry of Education has been very supportive in TSC, because I believe we have some of the best teachers this side of the Rift Valley. But at the same time, as a board, we have ensured that our teachers are well motivated. The students have got the best learning environment. Even our diet is actually much better than most schools, because what we are trying to do is make sure that our students feel at home, but also they find the right environment to study, and also the right mix of teachers that can help them to get the right academic excellence. But at the same time, I think what I can say is we have a very good board composition, actually one of the best, because as far as academics is concerned, the chair of the academic committee is a lecturer at Bondo University, and he is actually a maths guru, and he is known in most of the schools actually in the country for being one of the best maths teachers, and he was a former teacher at Maseno School. So he has some strategies that have worked for us. But I think what I can also say is that we as a board and as a school management decided that we will ensure that our students give the best of themselves. We provide the environment, we ensure that they have everything they need, but they give what they have. And that is why most people would ask, why don't you have 50 A's? Why don't you have 100 A's? And we are saying that each student is coming out of this school having given their best to that national examination. But at the same time, when they go out there to any institution of higher learning, they will be able to actually excel, because what they will be giving is what they have, and not what maybe they have been assisted to have. And that is what also makes us different. And despite all that, we have actually produced a lot of brains, both in the political sphere, in the medical field, in the aeronautical field. We have very many students who have made it in those areas. Even doctors, we have them. But what we are saying is we have provided the right environment for our students to give their best. Because remember, we are taking students from all over the country, from different levels of primary education, whether public or private.
At first at Kisumu Girls, we were using firewood to cook our meals. But I want to thank the school board of management that when the Ministry of Education floated the idea of green energy, they were quick to embrace it. And in our effort to tap green energy at the school, we were also lucky. While sourcing for a partner to install gas at Kisumu Girls, we chanced into a company that was also seeking market and business with the school. And the Kisumu Girls was favored to be used as a pilot school in the installation of gas by one of the gas companies in Kisumu. So I wish to report that our gas at Kisumu Girls was installed at no cost, because we were picked to serve as a pilot school. So the only cost that we are incurring today is purchasing or refilling the gas for use. Now, upon installing gas in the dining hall, we noted a big motivation in the kitchen staff. I can vouch that our staff at Kisumu Girls in the kitchen could be the neatest staff you can find within the county.
Okay, my name is Bob Olo. I am the caterer in charge of Kisumu Girls High School. My responsibilities here, one of them is to organize menu for both students and the visitors. Another one is to ensure food quality, the time of service, and also good menu for our visitors and the staff. In the kitchen, we have around 11 staffs. The 4 are male cooks. We have 2 female cooks. We have 3 kitchen hands. In Kisumu Girls, we are using the LPG, that is the gas here. Before we were using the firewood, but my principal thought it wise to introduce it, and we appreciate that very much. This LPG is serving us well. In fact, it has narrowed the complaint to a lower percentage. Before, we used to have a complaint like the food is smelling smoke, the food is not well cooked, it's burned. But with the LPG, you can regulate the temperature depending on what you are cooking. It has also gave us easy time, like what we used to cook for 3 hours, we can do it for 2 hours. And it's a clean meal, that one I assure you. If you check the kitchen surrounding is clean because of the LPG. We don't have dust around. If you check my staffs around, their dress code, they're clean. That's why we are doing the white. You can't do this white when you are doing the charcoal or the firewood. And that's why we are doing this white attire. In fact, right now it's not full, but we usually do the head cap. We have the scarf. That is if you are in full operation. We usually do a full uniform. They have the safety boots. It's provided by the school. We have the white gumboots. And also we have the t-shirts for the weekend. That is if you are working during weekend or during holiday. If we are receiving the item, we have the acceptance committee. We usually liaise with them to confirm if we are receiving the quality, so that our visitors and the staff and the students don't complain. That's why if you look the quality and the quantity of the meal, it's up to date. And service, when you're doing service for the students, we've given them groups. Like here we have the 1400 students. So we only have 14 groups. We are serving them in 10 groups. So that means we will not queue all of them in a line. When it is lunchtime, we only need 140 to represent the groups. So it means once you serve 140, you serve the whole school. And it's giving us easy time. We have the bowls for ugali or rice, we have the bowls for beef and vegetable. Then in the morning we have the very nice tian, the stainless. In fact, it can keep tea warm for up to 8 hours. One of my responsibilities is also to test the meal before they are served. And that applies to even the visitors' meal, the teachers' meal, because it's me to confirm if it is good quality and in good taste. For the Form 1s who are reporting by next year, we are telling them that this is the best school ever. If you compare it with other schools in Nyanza and even outside Nyanza, this is the best school. If you check our menu, the time of service, how we handle them, we are relating well with them like the sisters and our daughters. So they should not be worried joining Kisumu Girls. We'll treat them well, and that's what we've been doing for the others who are now going out as Form 4s and the rest who are still in Form 2 and Form 3.
There have been advantages in the use of gas. While we were using firewood, we found the kitchen very expensive. It was hard to quantify firewood and the cost was very exorbitant. It was also very difficult to keep the kitchen clean because of the smoke and the soot. Today, I will proudly say Kisumu Girls has one of the cleanest kitchens you can find in the learning institutions in Kenya. And this is born out of that installation of gas or the embracing of green energy by the school. And I would say that was quite a noble idea by the school board that gas was installed at the school. And it has been also a good motivation to our students. I think they are growing up, embracing the new technology, and it's our prayer that they successfully go through school and not fall back to using firewood, but maybe grow up cooking with gas.
My name is Shem Unyango. I'm currently the Basa, Kisumu Girls High School. And Basa's office generally is broad. It encompasses the accounts, and procurement is also part of the Basa's duties. And in our department, we are the accounts. We have 2 accounts clerks and a procurement officer who are helping the school in their various working stations. Basa's office generally is the office that heads the non-teaching staff of the school, and all the non-teaching staff report to our office, and all these non-teaching staff are cover almost all the areas within the school, from the boarding, laboratories, grounds, and even some even administration. We have those in the non-teaching who are also in our respective offices. We have a fee collection system. This system, once the fees has been collected, once the parent has brought the pay-in slip and has been keyed in our offices, in fact, it automatically reduces the fees payable by a particular student. And we find it gives the fee balance of the respective students immediately. The key in has been made and the transaction is completed. Have all the committees applicable that are required by the PPOA, that is Procurement and Oversight Authority, and all these committees ranging from the Inspection and Acceptance Committee, they do confirm that what has been delivered by the respective suppliers is they also give a certificate of inspection that is always accompanied by their invoice and the delivery notes to our office for payment. If we get payment, if we get the inspection report, the invoice and the delivery note, it takes a short time, not more than 5 days, to have the payments ready to the respective suppliers. This office generally is pivotal. It affects all the operations of the school in terms of teacher, the student, and even the parents. In fact, this office handles what I can say over 50% of what brings the parents to school, and we try our best to have them handled professionally. A long time ago we didn't have income generating activities, but at the moment we have the poultry unit that is independent, fully funded by the school, and on monthly basis we realize there is income for the school that also adds up on the general profit of the school, and also with strict administration of the receipts of the supplies, with the quality and the quantities required by the school. I think there are savings in almost all areas of our operation in terms of finance.
The boarding department is keen on the welfare of the students. The school has made it possible for students to use ATM cards. No cash is acceptable in the school. This enables them to swipe in order to use funds. This has helped in curbing of theft in school. The dorms are of state-of-the-art and fixed with safety measures to always ensure safety of the students. It's by this modus operandi that the institution is using its influence and vast knowledge of the board, the teachers, and the county as a whole in creating a wholesome woman who is able to navigate the 21st century world, but as a leader and as a shaper of the next generation. It's by this modus operandi that the institution is using its influence and vast knowledge of the board, the teachers, and the county as a whole in creating a wholesome woman who is able to navigate the 21st century world, but as a leader and as a shaper of the next generation. This is Kisumu Girls, a home away from home.
Now my name is Mrs. Odhiambo Ross. I'm a teacher of chemistry and at the same time the head of boarding department. Now my department comprises of 5 teachers. We have 2 matrons. We have the school nurse. We have the caterer and of course the cooks. We have a total population of 1,400. All our students are accommodated in our dormitories. Currently, the school is in the process of constructing another dormitory. I wouldn't
don't wish to say much about the dormitory or the hostels, but all in all, I want to say that our students are comfortable in school, our diet is great, and the students are comfortable, I would say that. If I am to say something about the diet, our girls are given a balanced diet comprising of, we have tea and bread. They're given at least tea and bread every day in the morning. The girls are given meat, vegetables, ugali. They're given rice and beans. The girls are given githeri. Once in a while, our girls are given chicken, at least twice or once in a month. So I want to believe that our students are generally comfortable in the boarding section.
Basically, I think those are the things we have worked on at Kisumu Girls. We cannot do enough for this school, much as we desire to do so. We cannot do enough because of the limited resources that we have. But within the little that is available, I want to mention that we are trying our best, and it's only a matter of time that Kisumu Girls will be a school to reckon with, not just within Kisumu County, but within the nation.
It's a school to watch out for. It is a school that has changed many lives, that is still changing many lives, but based on the plans that we have now for it, it is going to change many more lives. And I'm now speaking to those maybe whose students, whose daughters will come here maybe in another 3 or 4 years, that they will need a place to sleep. And if we start now, 3 or 4 years down the line, when they come, they will find that their daughters have a place to sleep. So we are asking that we work together to ensure that the school is, one, protected, but also to ensure that the school meets its objectives. And the main objective at the moment is the hostel, and that is what we are singing about. There's more to life than just academic excellence. There's the other aspect of where you have to wade through the issues of life. And for that, as a woman, because of the responsibility we have, it is 10 times more difficult. Because you want to excel as a professional, you want to excel maybe as a wife, you want to excel as a daughter, but at the same time, you also want to set the pace for others to follow.
Katika kujiunga na shule ya upili, tunajua wanafunzi hawa wanaandaliwa vema katika shule zao. Na mara nyingi wanafunzi ambao tunapokea katika shule hii, huwa tunawaona kwamba ni wanafunzi ambao walimu wao katika shule za msingi waliwafanyia kazi nzuri. Na ningependa kuwahimiza wanafunzi hawa kwamba katika kuwazia kujiunga na shule ya upili, najua shule zote ni nzuri, shule zote zinataka wanafunzi. Sitasema kwamba nataka wajiunge na shule ya Kisumu Girls. Lakini kwao ambao wangependa kujiunga na shule hii, ningependa kuwahakikishia kwamba watakuwa wanajiunga na shule ambayo itawafaa kwa mambo mengi tu. Hatuzungumzii masuala ya elimu. Nimetaja mapema kwamba katika shule yetu hapa, mbali na suala la elimu ambalo ndilo nguzo katika shule, tunawashughulikia wanafunzi wetu kiujumla kwa masuala mengi, kwa sababu tunajua baada ya shule kuna maisha. Na lazima mwanafunzi huyu anapotakusana na mazingira baada ya shule aweze kujimudu, aweze kujiendeleza, na labda asilemewe katika nafasi yoyote ile, labda kwa tabia au swala la nidhamu ama swala la kuingiliana na wanafunzi wengine. Kwa hivyo ningependa kumrai mwanafunzi huyu wa darasa la 8 ambaye anatarajia kujiunga na shule ya upili, iwapo atajaliwa, iwapo atafanikiwa kuteuliwa kujiunga na shule hii, namhakikishia kwamba atakuwa amejipatia nafasi nzuri sana, kupata nafasi ya kumkuza yeye mtoto, kukua katika mazingira mazuri, na labda kuandaliwa vema kukabiliana na changamoto za kesho ambazo daima zipo. Hivyo shule ya Kisumu Girls ni shule ambayo inalenga kuandaa wanafunzi kwa misingi ya kijumla katika masuala si ya elimu tu, bali pia masuala ya maisha kwa ujumla. Na ni matumaini yangu kwamba tutaweza kuwapa nafasi hiyo vizuri kama wataweza kuteuliwa hapa.
Kisumu Girls is a beautiful haven for the young brains development to be able to be industrious people, leaders in this nation. If you are planning to bring your child here in Form 1, I want to tell you that you are not making any mistake. This is the right place for learning purposes, for development, and even spiritual upbringing of our girls. It's the best place for intellectual development. Therefore, have no worry, bring your girl here for learning.
We are trusting that in the years to come, this school will be an academic force to reckon with.
It's by this modus operandi that the institution is using its influence and vast knowledge of the board, the teachers, and the county as a whole in creating a wholesome woman who is able to navigate the 21st century world, but as a leader and as a shaper of the next generation. This is Kisumu Girls, a home away from home.